Hello, forgive me, I'm a little bit shy. I filmed an intro, but it was a little bit awkward, so I don't think I want to show it. Instead, this is me. I'm a portrait photographer, and I recently did a shoot with my friend Amanda Cousins of Equestrian. I wanted to shoot at night, so we got out some party outfits and the strobe light. And here's our first shot, which was shot with no strobe at all. But I didn't get a video of this shot, so I decided just to throw it in here. 7 miles from home or something crazy?
18.
Oh my god.
Where was she? Midland. Yeah.
I was going for a fashion editorial look, so we were doing very unusual angles and unusual posing that I wouldn't do for just a normal portrait shoot. I think these are actually super fun kinds of shoots because you can be really different and exploratory almost. So here's Amanda in her awesome posing. She does such a good job. And here's another angle. Oh, so good. Obviously the picture she turned her head a little bit, but you know, whatever. We moved to the aisleway of the barn, and I really like stairs and steps and all sorts of things that just because it's so easy and fun to pose on them. You can put hands there, you can put feet there, you can put, I don't know, I guess heads too, maybe. It's the only other appendage. The cat was pretty attached. She wanted to hang out, so she did end up in one of the photos. She's gonna be a fashion star. Beautiful. Once you have one shot, it's pretty easy to move to the next shot. I believe the next prompt was just exaggerate what you're already doing. That should be easy to remember because just think if you're doing something, just do more of that one thing, right? It's super easy. So we moved into the next pose, which was feet up on the wall. We weren't actually selling shoes in these images though, so I actually used the close-ups on that because I thought they looked really cool. There we have the close-ups. I love the shadow that the railing actually cast on her face. I thought that was cool, but I also got one without it because at the time I thought that looks weird. But I liked it in post-production. Does that ever happen to you? Like, oh, that looks so weird. But then when you look at it later, you're like, that looks awesome. One of the poses we tried was inspired from that America's Next Top Model season with the short models, and she was like, wow, you look like a broken doll. I was like, okay, well, let's try to make her look like a broken doll. And there she is. I think that's the broken doll. So we did a little wardrobe change and came back outside, and Amanda walked back and forth for a bit, did some hand gestures, did that stuff. And we got this shot. I swear, she looks just like Victoria Beckham. I mean, really, just like her. She thought that was funny. Thank you, Amanda. Next, we skipped back and forth for a bit, doing some tests. She did it a lot better even though she was wearing heels. We got a nice walking shot out of it where she still looks like Victoria Beckham. Too dark now for just strobe. We have the barn light now. Let's do it. Okay. So we gave up on the jumping back and forth idea and decided to move to the golf cart. The golf cart is super handy at the farm. It can be used to drive around, deliver hay, or deliver tack, or, you know, even golfing. I usually base my poses on the body language I'm trying to portray. So for instance, this white dress, I thought it was so delicate, I thought it would make more sense for Amanda to have a stronger pose to kind of counteract that. And I start with a base pose and then I make alterations to it. So I'll change her feet or her hands or her shoulders, the angle of her chin. I can see what looks good as she changes, and then if one part looks good, then I'll change a different part so if I think it looks better. And I just play around a whole lot and see exactly what looks the best on her. I don't often shoot at night. In fact, this was the first time that I have shot at night, but I really wanted to get the practice. And I figured it was probably pretty similar to shooting in a dark studio. It kind of mostly was, for the most part. Yeah, it was fine. I used a speed light with a mag mod over it. You can kind of see it on the right side. So if you care about the tech, that's what it was. So I hope you enjoyed. Please follow for more videos because there's going to be more, and hopefully with better video next time. I'm not a videographer, I'm a photographer, but I'll learn. And follow me on Instagram at Courtney Noel Studio. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye.